Hey, welcome to Mad Dog's After Show. You're along for the ride with the Mad Dog and Cole Victara Farrell.
You don't even need pants for this podcast.
I decided to fly through the air and live in the sunlight and enjoy life as much as I could, and that's just what I'm doing.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure? Stay
Man, what an honor it is to start with those inspiring words from Mr. Evil Knievel, flying through the air, living in the sunlight, and enjoying life.
Man, the reason we get to fly through the air because of our first responders, and of
Amen.
course, because of the brave men and women of our armed forces. I'm a broken record, but I feel like I'm saying it every time. Last night, had our local fire department rolling up here, midnight, helping out our neighbors. And we're just so blessed to have these brave Americans that let us screw off and do this silly podcast.
Yep, absolutely. And a special thanks to our veterans and, of course, the families of our service people that gave all the KIA, MIA families. Thank you. We appreciate you. While we're thanking people, we want to be sure and thank Assault Industries for all your premium off-road needs. We'll get into that at the end of the show. Check it out. Of course, Kicker Performance Audio, Kicker Marine Audio, Kicker Lifestyle Audio, everything you need. They're good. They're the best. Of course, Cole and the Premix Podcast, making all my silly dreams come true on this podcast. Couldn't do it without you, bro.
I just try to make dreams come true.
And, of course, Shutter and Whirl, turning all of our video mayhem, audio mayhem, and otherwise general mayhem into fine works of art that you can find on our YouTube channel, Mad Dog's AFTR Show Podcast on YouTube. Of course, Hey Keeks Marketing, keeping our social media templates fresh and working on that website, which we'll get into a little later. But yeah, want to get through all those. And of course, my great partners, long time, almost 10 years now with Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, Mad Dog approved, incredibly tough Bomber Eyewear. Man, we got a lot to pack into a very short time. A lot of stuff happening. And man, you were just as busy as I was, dude. So, like, you were out racing. Let's hear about it. Let's go with you first, bro.
Well, me first. I've never been busy as you one day in my life. So let's just get that out of the way here. Yeah, but we just had a combined race between Mojave Off-Road Enthusiasts, M.O.R.E, as we call it, and Legacy. So really great to see two series coming together, working, getting great signups, getting a lot of cars out there. But yeah, the race was called the VT Construction Battleground. Legacy, we'll call them the host. They were doing, we'll say 90% of the work, and then M.O.R.E kind of got to come in and we got to join those guys. So really
awesome.
Cool just to start there. But man, oh man, before we get into it, it's all for fun. So anything that I sound like I'm really complaining about, at the end of the day, it's all for fun. So first world problems. So let me,
all right.
Now that the table is set, got to Laughlin Thursday night, stayed in a questionable casino that's a little separated from the others on the water, if you know what I mean. Interesting times there, interesting times. It made me realize how many hotels I've stayed at in the past were a lot better than I thought they were, if that makes sense. We just had to take the bar and bring it down, you know? Now, I think that was a real life lesson.
Now, wait a minute. Just to be specific, because I'm very familiar with Laughlin. It's a casino that is not on the riverside, but the opposite side of the road.
Confirmed.
Right. Okay. Because there is one more casino that's kind of separated, but it's on the riverside of the road.
Yep. And people seem to like that one. You know?
I've stayed there. It's all right.
Yeah. So, so first
Oh,
world
boy.
problems, but between broken elevators, air conditionings from the 1970s, broken tiles in the bathroom, literal bread and breadcrumbs in the elevators, peanut shells on the floor, and half of the casino being missing. Hey, at least there was shelter, right? So, and the water ran. So, we'll take the wins where we can get them. But if this was allegedly the host hotel, we had everything there on site between registration and tech and everything. And man, pretty cool. We got there Thursday night, kind of got there a little late, ate some dinner. So Friday, we actually had a lot of time until we had to roll the car through tech. And wouldn't you believe it, I actually beat the racer to the race. So our car wasn't even there when we were in town. So that made things kind of peaceful Friday morning. We kind of took our time getting up, and we had a great time, my wife and I, on Friday morning because we had quite a bit of time before we had to be at tech or qualifying. So man, Friday morning, I'm trying to think all the things we did. We had breakfast. We went bowling over at Edgewater. We played 3 games over there. We played about 6 games of pool. Walked through all the casinos. Man, I just got to be honest. I just couldn't lose at roulette this weekend. So I was way stoked on that, man. That was
nice.
Real highlight for me, talking about taking the wins where you can get them. So, so boy, we had a lot of fun before the race even started, but, Lance,
did you happen to go through Don Laughlin's Auto Museum? Is it still there?
Dude, that's a really hilarious question, and I'm glad you asked, and I'm just going to embarrass myself. So we were at the casino, and everything pointed to where the car exhibit is, all the signs. Well, we got to a portion where it was just completely blocked off. You have to go up the last escalator to get up to that area in Edgewater Casino, and it was blocked off for construction. That's a bummer. Oh, well. My wife and I are playing pool right there, literally playing pool. And we see all the old timers from the Corvette Club coming up and getting just as confused as we were and getting lost and walking away. But then we kind of realized later on, we go, hey, half of these, maybe even less than half of these old people are coming back when they walk down this hallway. So what is happening to these poor people? Well, it turns out we were the idiot millennials, and turns out, the escalator was done, but you had to go down a couple different hallways, and then you take the elevator up, and then you could get there. So by the time we got there, it said, all right, $5 to enter. We said, great, maybe we'll come back, and then we didn't. So, so that was my experience with the Don Laughlin auto exhibit, So
yeah, I get that.
Man, too funny, but man, oh man, yeah. So we had a great time on Friday even before the races started. Got through tech and contingency, no problem. We had our drivers meeting, which was pretty cool. I might have sent you a photo, but it was in a big conference room there at the host casino, and that part was pretty nice, and it accommodated all the racers and teams and everything, and it was nice. Got through the drivers meeting in about an hour, just going over the same stuff, But the nice thing was, and I like this rule. Although you had to be in person at the drivers meeting, it only had to be one person from your team at the meeting. So while my guys getting ready and getting suited and booted for qualifying, I got to be the representative over there. So nice on you, Legacy. I like that rule. More, it's all over radio. So yes, I still personally do believe drivers meetings are important when there's important things to say. Yep. So when they're done right, I try to give as much appreciation as I can and kudos. So good job to Legacy and more. But man, it was pretty cool. By the time the car was teched, it was straight to driver's meeting. And then right after driver's meeting, they said, hey, all you 1600 and class 11 guys, sit here. We'll talk to you for 5 more minutes. Well, that's me. Basically, they just said, all right, we're going to parade lap you and have fun. Cool. So we had Friday afternoon qualifying. Just hauled ass across the street there at the racetrack and got a sight lap. And our guy qualified 7th out of 11th. So not last, but not last. It's all right. Hey, it's a new race course for him too. It's still a new to us car. And, coming off a win on the last one, you kind of got to check yourself about what the reality of the situation is. And and racing is certainly not all roses and milk and honey, but good, safe qualifying. Let me say that the car made it through qualifying. All we had to do was dust it off to get ready for day 2.
Awesome.
But man, yeah. So just kind of quickly rattling through things. Saturday we had a 4-lap heat, and man, the car was leaking some oil. And this is, you're saying it's a Volkswagen, it should be leaking oil. I agree. But it also has to keep enough oil to make the full race. So kind of something we were dealing with on day 1. Thought we had things figured out. Day 1, we think he ended up about 5th or 6th. I'll have to look at the results for day 1 again, but really, no, considering everything that happened, really no issues. Boy, he had a good huckabuck that completely side-loaded the car, and I have it on video. Oh man, I'll have to share that with you, Lauren. But yeah, side load, and then all of a sudden the car started misfiring and kind of had some weird issues. Well, we brought the car in on lap 2. Our driver called in and said, "Hey, this thing's running bad. Bring it in." Okay, great. Well, this motor, not blaming anybody, this was, we'll call it a top end rebuild. It wasn't all the way down to the block, but a lot of the stuff had been recently gone through. The pushrod tubes and everything, and just like I said, everything had been run through. The motor had been dynoed and everything, but yeah, this weird side load happened, and the car started misfiring. Well, Lance comes in, and we can hear the things. Sounds like it's running on 2 or 3 cylinders. Real bad situation. I mean, it's okay. So he brings the car in, and shout out to the guys who built the motor. Were there on deck, and I would say they probably build maybe 20 to 30% of all those Volkswagens, at least in M.O.R.E. Man, I think they probably had tools in their hands diving at our car before Lance's dad and I were even touching the car. Our motor guys were like, so yeah. Came in, we had the headers were falling off, the pushrod tubes were leaking. I've never seen this, and I didn't know automobiles could do this, but the belt, which is on a Volkswagen, you only have, well, sometimes 2, but you only have 1 belt, right? And the belt flipped 180 degrees around. So now the teeth are on the outside. I didn't know that was possible. The teeth on the belt were on the outside, and so it was completely fraying the outside of the belt too. So got that fixed, checked the engine oil, topped it off, and just said, okay, we're going to check it and see what happens next lap and see if we can bring it in. And yeah, I had enough oil. So, okay, great. Well, that was the end of day 1. So man, we were down in the pits, man, maybe about 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, that's on a short race like that, a 4-lap, 60-mile race. That's a killer, especially in that class. And obviously that's a beautiful thing about desert racing is you never give up. You never know what's going to happen.
For sure.
You got to run all the laps, man. And even I actually just found this out, which would have been good as a quote unquote crew chief to know, but I guess there's actually a sort of series bonus for finishing all the laps for the entire season. So now, now this is a lot bigger deal than even we thought it was before.
Right.
So yeah, so brought the car in afterwards, did what we could, siliconed the pushrod tubes and kind of checked some other stuff. Lost a header bolt, lost a header stud, so shoved a bolt in there to make it work for day 2. And man, oh man, I mean, it's just like, as much as we're upset, the motor guys are just as upset. So it's a good camaraderie class. I think I learned a lot because I'm really new to the car side of things. So, we always hear in bikes, everybody helps each other. In cars, you have no friends. So that's the attitude I kind of came into it with, to be expecting. And no, man, I mean, shout out to those guys for just being at the car before we were. So
nice.
Sorry, moving on to day 2, we decided, what'd
they find?
Well, there's a lot going on here, Lauren, and we're going to find some more too. So let's just call it broken header studs, leaking pushrod tube, probably a broken main seal. We got some issues.
Gotcha.
Motor's got to come back out. After 8 laps, the motor's coming back out. So
keep in mind that 8 laps, how big were the laps?
16 miles.
Yeah. Ooh.
So not 50-mile laps, but
Right.
like I
Yeah,
was telling
yeah.
you, I was kind of hoping to get a little more than 60 miles out of this freshened up
Right.
dealio. But hey, people
Yeah.
are people, and Volkswagens are Volkswagens. So,
True.
when
True.
you're trying to keep, we'll call it 70-year-old technology ringing at 8,000 RPM for hours on end, you're going to have issues, man. So,
That's
and
I have seen that belt thing before you get to day two. I've seen that belt thing. We ran into that in stock car racing when we would overspeed the belt.
really,
Yeah. It would basically start rolling. It would just you get too much RPM and overspeed it, and it would roll the belt.
man, like I said, that meme, I was today years old when I learned
Yeah.
I was just, I mean, think of all the problems automobiles can have. And I'm like, I guess add that to
Yeah.
the list. Right.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, day two. I'm
considering
sorry.
finished all that, no. I'm kind of speeding through it, I guess, because I'm just, trying to focus on the positives, and,
Yeah. Yeah.
so finished all the laps and what was a really interesting rule, and it got a lot of like murmurs at the drivers meeting, and I would love to talk to some of the other guys, but essentially what Legacy said was, okay, if on day 1 you only do 3 laps, on day 2 you can make up that lap if you have enough time before the leader comes by.
Oh.
So now I'm like, excuse me. And the whole ballroom is like, murmur, 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 murmur. How's this going to work? I go, how is this going to work if you come in and they're flagging you off? They go, you're done. And you go, no, I want to do one more. I need to do one more. Luckily, we didn't run into that scenario. So we got our 4 laps done on Saturday. So that saved so much anxiety for day 2. It was like, okay,
yeah.
with everybody who finished, we're on pace because we had everybody finish 4 laps on day 1 or DNF, no laps complete. So it's like, wow, we're still in it, we're still competitive. We're on the lead lap if you want to think in oval track racing,
Right.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Oh man. So day 2, it's like get the car as good as we think it's going to get. And I thought, hey, let's bring the car in after 1 and check the oil. And I kind of got a little pushback on that and said, no, let's do it after 2. Okay. So I guess if we know the car's got enough oil after 2, then we can make it 2 more. But hey, at a certain point, it's all for fun. So I just kind of throw my hands up and say, it's your deal, man. My personal professional opinion, I would like to check the car immediately. So before we send you out 20 more miles, but
yeah.
All good. So we checked the car after 2 laps, and man, we couldn't, although the skid plate did have oil, we really couldn't even see on the dipstick really anything missing. And I mean, if you lose a 1/16 of an inch on the dipstick after 30 miles, we're like, cool, we can do 30 more, man. We don't even have to top the thing off. It's full. And obviously we have a problem where maybe the car's over full anyway, which I'll get back to at the end of this, but yeah, so Lance finishes, the car's not misfiring, the header stayed on. But yeah, just caked in oil once again when it comes in, and our pushrod tubes are still leaking, and something's going on with that main seal and everything. So keep in mind, nobody had touched the oil cap on day 2. We did not fill the car with oil. Well, the car came in missing an oil cap. So now you have this brand new top end build that's got like, well, now the car's got to come apart anyway, because God knows how much sand got in the engine anyway, man. Oh man. So it's like, thank God it was only 4 laps and we didn't have to do a 5th, or thank God this was one the Mackenzie's 300 at the end of the year, because we wouldn't be so laughing and jovial as we are in this. So, man, oh man. So yeah, this, like a joke, it's like, this motor got freshened up to make it 60 miles. It's just got to come back out before Glen Helen. So but you know what? Like I kept trying to tell my wife, just like, hey, 2 words, that's racing, man. That's racing. Yeah. It's like, you can't cry about it. You can't bitch and moan. That's racing. it's
That's
just what
all part of
happens.
it.
And I slept better on Saturday night knowing that I wasn't the one that touched the oil cap. So I slept soundly, you know. No, kidding. But no,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
not touch it. But yeah, man. So we finished on the laps, and I think we ended up 6th or 7th overall. But once again, all the laps, no DNFs. The car finished. Our driver's good. Everybody's happy. And man, we were on the road back to Mission Viejo by like 10:30 on Sunday morning. So
Nice.
So real good weekend. And then man, I hope somebody else who is out there is listening to this, but my phone kept screaming at me saying, go around the 40, there's a problem. And I go, nah, it just shows 5 minutes of traffic, 6 minutes traffic. Well, as I got closer and closer, I had a decision to make whether to jump off the highway and use sort of the access road. I can't remember what they call it, or stay on the 40. I go, nah, man, we're making great time. I go, I'm going to be home in like 4.5 hours, if that. I go, no, I'm just going to stick on the 40. Well, boy, did that bite me in the ass. So,
Oh, was
all of
that
us,
when there was that big fire?
well, I don't even know what it was, but all of a sudden my phone just tells me that the traffic goes from 5 minutes to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it's not red anymore. It's that dark maroon, cherry black of you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I see a few miles of traffic ahead of me and I go, oh boy, I gambled and I lost. You know, sometimes you gamble, win. Boy, did I lose on this one. So I saw one guy turn around on the 40 over the median. And I go, oh, look at that guy. Look at that jerk. And then I saw another person do it, and then another, and then another, and then another. And then my phone's telling me, well, you're probably not getting home till 11 p.m. And I go, well, this truck's got some nice BFGs on it. I think they can't catch us all, right? So allegedly I mobbed across the 40, hopped back on the eastbound towards the Route 66, and I was blessed by I got to see a lady in a nice Hyundai Palisade not make it. So she gets to talk to CHP while the rest of us said, hey, good luck with that. But you are buried. I watched her try it in forward and reverse, and I'm sorry, those 22-inch wheels on rubber band tires, you're not getting anywhere. But man, so we had kind of an interesting detour, and this is sort of what this whole show's about. But yeah, so instead of basically taking the 40 to the 15 home, I went 40 to Route 66 through Wonder Valley, then dropped down through 29 Palms. There was a wildfire in 29 Palms that we basically beat before it shut down the city of 29 Palms because all the emergency vehicles were coming up, and I could see this fire. I wasn't worried about the fire. I was just racing the fire at this point. I'm like, man, I just got to get down to Indio, because if I can just get to Indio, I know I can get home.
Right.
So yeah, we ended up losing about exactly an hour of road time, but considering we could still be there on the 40, yeah, not too bad, man. So
yeah, that's
overall really good weekend, and looking forward to Glen Helen in July. That's our next round.
Wow, that's going to be a ripper too. And at Glen Helen, that's all short course.
It's really weird. It's almost the same course that we would race on our Sunday series. We call SRA Grand Prix on the motorcycle side of things. It's about a 4 mile. I mean, you're basically just linking motocross tracks. And yeah, the desert's not nice on stuff, but also desert cars on motocross tracks, stuff gets beat up pretty bad too.
Yeah.
So kind of pick your poison, man. But on a fun side of things, what I'm really enjoying about being in the 1600 class is because it is so popular, just like the 11s, there's a lot of extra bonus money. There's a lot of sponsorships, a lot of contingency, but running in these popular classes, you actually get to do kind of some extra stuff. And what I mean by that is I looked at the schedule for Glen Helen, and we are the only class that get to do a night race on the full course at 8 p.m. on Saturday. And that's going to be so cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's like we've had these lights on the car and they're just pointless. I'm like, yes, now we get to use them. Finally, so, yeah. So the 11 cars late night will run just the short course, like your Lucas course, but we're going to run only our class, the full course at night. So we're going to have everybody, all eyes on us, man. That's going to be a really good time.
Oh, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
That'll be sick. Yeah. Right. Overall, it sounds, other than like scrapping a motor, it sounds like, pretty fun weekend.
Everybody was safe. The car's in one piece, about to be two pieces, but it'll be one piece again. Yeah.
Before the next race,
safe, happy, finished all the laps. So blessed, moving on to the next.
Yeah. And, really with allegedly as much dirt as the dang thing ingested. You know, that Volkswagen. I mean, what do you say? It's a Volkswagen. It's like a Honda, right? It just keeps going.
Yeah. You can put kerosene in it, whatever. She ain't going
Yeah.
to quit on you, you know?
Doesn't
So,
need compression. As long as you got it running, if the compression goes away, it'll stay running.
you know, I've been toying with the idea of moving to a low comp motor, and I think we just made one naturally. So,
Very good chance of it.
yeah.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, that's
dude,
rad.
on
I
to you,
really,
man. Welcome home.
yeah, I really wanted to get up there and see you because it's just a hop and a skip, you know. But between wrapping up events for and stuff for Super Cat Fest and trying to get stuff prepped and ready for Desert Storm and all the groundwork for that, site visits and you know, emails and picking stuff up, having stuff shipped in, and taking it to the proper people, and just all that. And then, of course, the Viking has hits me with her Gym Mafia get together, happy hour get together, Sunday afternoon. So I'm like, well,
Well, you know
I
what they
guess,
call that? They call that life, and life happens. So, you
yeah.
know, hey, it'll just be that much sweeter when we see each other again.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, I, we had the 2026 Desert Storm presented by Kicker
Yeah.
Performance, Kicker Marine Audio, actually, last week, and man, whew, telling you, dog, it was it was crazy. We the Oklahoma crew got in with the semi. Well, no, the semi was here from Super Cat Fest West. And huge props to my good friends Jeremy and Grant over at Havasu Riviera Marina. What a beautiful
Man, how
facility!
cool is that place, huh?
Yeah, that's where we had Super Cat Fest, you know, and another good one. I think I covered that in the last one.
Yes, we did. Yep. And
Yeah,
Tune
so
Fest, and yeah.
yeah, so they were gracious enough to let the Kicker semi, the XRV we call it, sit in their lower parking lot for a week, which was great. Handy for me because I had to take care of some stuff that was in there. So I was running back and forth from there to deliver stuff, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, they got in Tuesday afternoon, flew in from Oklahoma Wednesday. I was working with coordinator for the Eye of the Storm in McCullough Park, right on Main Street, or McCullough Avenue,
Is
as
that
it's
actually what they
called.
call it?
McCullough Park.
No, Eye of the Storm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they
creative. I
actually
like it. All
call it
right.
Eye of the Storm. This great big park right downtown
It's awesome.
here in Havasu. Yeah. So I've been coordinating with the guy that was coordinating vendor placement in there, and he's like, "You guys have to be the first ones in," and so yeah, we were J Dub, and shout out, dude is an animal. We come out of Riviera down 95 up Mesquite, or up Smoke Tree actually, over to Mesquite, like kind of go the long way around
Yeah.
at 7:30ish in the morning. So, you know, peak traffic for
Yeah.
Havasu. And, you know, he's turning right from the left turn lane on a right. There's a right turn lane, a go straight lane, left turn lane, and the cabs in the left turn lane to turn right, and the trailer's in the middle lane, and I'm blocking all the lanes with the old grinder.
My man.
Which there were some people that weren't super stoked with my behavior, but and you know, there's some douchebag photography guy here in Havasu that complained on one of my posts on my reel, that I almost sideswiped him. And I'll tell him, when it's obvious four-way flashers are on, vehicles in the middle of the lane blocking for the vehicle turning right, maybe you shouldn't try and squeeze around.
I don't know, common sense or whatever, but
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, idiots, we even have them in Havasu. Anyway, yeah, blocked, gone. So, yeah, but J-Dub comes down, McCullough gets in there, walks the grounds, which we had walked last week or 2 weeks ago at Supercat just to get an idea, figures out where he wants it, goes out, hops in the XRV, one shot backs it through the entrance between concrete walls, fixed garbage cans, metal garbage cans, and two pillars.
what a beast.
One shot in.
And yeah, XRV is a big rig.
Yeah, it's all of 85 feet. And for those of you who are into that kind of stuff, it's the ultimate big rigging. It is a former NASCAR hauler. So it's actually a triple axle in the back, in the trailer with singles on. So 3 sets of singles, but they are way back. So it's quite the experience to drive, because it tracks interesting when you're turning, right? So, but all said, man, he got it in, got it placed. Man, definite onions to the city of Lake Havasu for watering their park the night before, and aerating. And I'm sorry about your grass, sorta, but not really, because you did it to yourself. But we didn't hardly tear it up compared to a lot of the vendors that came in. We didn't tear it up at all. Some of those guys shredded like huge divots, piles of grass tore up, to the point one of them I went over and smashed it back down after they went by.
You did?
Yeah, because I felt bad.
Yeah.
And I have to live here. So.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, there's some hometown pride here too.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that was the guys. That was actually kind of funny. We got that big rig in. J-Dub did, got her set, got her parked and everything. We're setting up and had the flow, man. We just
beautiful
working together. I love working with him. I love working with Kicker, and we just had the flow going. I think we had the truck unloaded and the awning set up in probably, I would say, just hour and a half.
Yeah, that's actually really fast, man. Because and for those listeners of ours that have worked on race teams, how long that takes to set up, with people who know what they're doing. So,
and we were short 2 people, so
dialed. You guys were dialed.
Yeah. I was just feeling the flow, dude. I was so jacked up, and we had I coordinated time frames for the display vehicles to come in. And so, everybody actually hit their times, which you can load in Thursday morning.
Okay.
But I got everything in Wednesday, because Thursday morning they're also loading in to block the street. And so last year, there were people that waited 4 hours in the load-in line.
Really?
Yeah. Got there at 7 and didn't get in their spot till 11.
Yeah, and then you're tired and hot, and then you get to set up.
Yeah, and ticked off, and so we had everything pretty much set. We had half the park, which was awesome. And setup just went good. And as far as the grass, that got really tore up. It was, I'm not going to name who it was because everybody who listens to us worldwide knows the brand. But their driver also wasn't very good at backing up or figuring out how to back up. It was a relatively, like, probably a 30-foot trailer, 28-foot trailer. And it was a very, 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 very highly noted apparel brand in the
Okay.
U.S. that's very popular with bikers and lifestyle people.
All right, fair enough. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
You got right to the crest. That was beautifully done.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, my buddy owns it, and so.
Oh, well, now I know who it is.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Great brand. Love the brand.
Hopefully he's not listening, but I love you, bro, if you are. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, time out.
Yeah.
You know, there's a life lesson here. Havasu's kind of hard to grow grass anyway, because it's like 6 million degrees half of the year. So
Yeah. But
just saying.
Only 2 months.
Yeah, well, 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, compared to Mission Viejo,
yeah, hot like for my white skin, dude.
4, but yeah. I get it. For Arizona, it's hot for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that.
Arizonans. Anyway, yeah, man, they had moved the time of, they call it the street party, Desert Storm. I mean, and it's worldwide famous,
Yeah.
There's easily $1 billion of boats lined up. I think they shut down 8 blocks this year.
Sweet.
Of McCullough.
Wow.
All of Main Street. Like, just insane. Vendors, display boats, and manufacturers, and absolutely crazy, right? And so they moved the time. Last year it was 2 to 10.
Okay.
And they moved it this year 1 to 9. And I actually asked my buddy who's doing the coordination over at the Eye, and he said that their permit runs to 11.
Okay.
And so they have to be moving, basically have a street cleared by 12. Right. So last year it went till 10, and there was so many people there that they had issues getting the streets empty by 12, like all the vendors, display boats, all that out. So they moved it up an hour. So I'm like, well, it's going to be dead for like the first hour and a half.
One would think.
Dude, talk about showing up.
Wow.
There was people lining up to the entrance to the Eye of the Storm before they opened the gate at 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
It's just great. Good.
Yeah. It was massive. Time flew by.
Yeah, good.
I got to see tons of people, industry people, all. I saw people that I haven't seen in years that happened to be out for the show this year. Brian Bennett, Long Travel Industries, him and Ron Remlinger, which I used to sponsor Ron's son when he was racing Kawasaki's.
Oh, cool.
When I was with Muzzies. And his son, shout out Nolan, and God bless you, has gone on to become a Navy SEAL.
Oh, wow.
And have a very successful career so far. So it was great to see them. So many locals. Of course, a little later in the day, my faves, my extended family, and my adopted grandkids came by, Jess and Eric Cadero.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the little kiddos. That was really cool. Always love seeing them. And dude, it was insane. There was so many people there, just nonstop. The
Wow.
streets were packed. Um, had a super, we had some great displays. So we had a company called Pro Speed Off Road, who's also Pro Speed Mustang, Pro Speed Trucks. And they actually unveiled a new Ford ultra high performance Ford F 150 that will be available at select dealers. Um, and they unveiled it.
Wow.
Its first unveiling ever at Desert Storm, opening day, street party in the eye of the storm in the kicker booth. The thing has insane kicker in it. It comes as a complete high performance package. You can get it anywhere from 750 horse to I think it's 1250 or 1275 horse.
Hot damn.
Yeah. The thing is a beast. It's a 150 standard cab, and it is just flat an animal. Jason and his crew absolutely killed it. Um, and to be honest, I got to do video, which it'll be out after this comes out, but we're recording Wednesday. I believe it'll launch tomorrow
Cool.
with
Okay.
the um, introduction to the truck and the kicker audio and all that. So,
Very nice. Looking forward to that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So, I'll send you the link once it
Yeah, please
comes
do.
out.
And no other way to say this but to say it, but I'm like, there's a lot of money running around Desert Storm, so
Yeah,
kind of like the right clientele to be debuting this beautiful truck.
yeah, absolutely. And we had he co-opted and did a full page ad in the program.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was really cool. We had, let me see, we had that. We had Elite Audio's original Eliminator, one of the old, beautiful condition Eliminator 21s. Eliminator Daytona 21, which they're now remaking, but this was one of the originals. They built Polaris Expedition that has great audio inside. And remember me talking about the kicker quad box?
Yeah. Yeah.
412s
Yeah.
in the bed.
Cool.
Yeah, totally sick.
Dang. That's booming.
We had that. We had, of course, Rebel athlete, kicker athlete, Mia Chapman, Super Chicken with the audio. And it was hooked to the back of the Podfather's Kawasaki Ridge.
Nice.
Equipped with the kicker outdoor audio, the power bars. And then we had the kicker KRX 1000 with the two, I think they're 12s in a giant ported box, L7S 12s in a giant ported box in the bed. That thing is sick. It pounds. And then, of course, the kicker red, white, and blue Razor also. So,
Man, what a great display.
Yeah, on the other end, we had a vintage, very, very nice vintage. I don't remember what brand that boat was, but it was like an everyday build. It belonged to one Elite Audio Havasu's customers, and he was nice enough to loan it for the day. And Ron's In Your Ear Audio, who is also a kicker dealer here in Havasu, and Ron's a super good guy, had his Raptor F-150 with a full build. So
cool.
It was rad. We had a killer setup. Everything looked beautiful. Shout out J-Dub again for his vision on how things should lay out, and on some of it, like how the side-by-sides, all that stuff, for letting me do what I do. So,
Love it, man. I love to
uh,
hear it.
yeah, it was rad. Oh, we missed there's a welcome party Wednesday night. So after we got set up Wednesday, welcome party and dinner Wednesday night, and all of us went, and that was cool. It was great to see, a bunch of friends, and we hung out for a bit and split because the next day was going to be a day, and
Game
it
on.
turned,
Yep.
yeah,
Big day
turned
tomorrow.
turned out it was a day. Holy cow.
Yeah, and sounds like the people showed, man. How cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, for the first time ever, we had a static display activation in the channel. And we had a reserve spot at the beach for 2 boats. So again, Elite Audio coming in clutch and brought 2 pontoons in there to save those spots. And we had the Desert Storm team had put up a 20 by 20 like white circus tent thing type looking, the real tents. And we branded that out, parked the Elite Audio Expedition and the Red, White, and Blue Razor there in front of the booth. And it had, 10-foot banners on the sides and 10-foot banners on the front. And we had blade flags. And so
Yeah,
we
that's
had,
cool, man.
yeah, we had to do all that Friday morning. So early. So, we definitely got our hours in for sure,
Yeah.
but then spend the afternoon on the boom tune, just doing hospitality. And we had, all the people, ambassadors. We had, you know, other boat clubs stop by. Some of the really big hot boats, when they were done with the poker run, those guys were coming by, and girls. Yeah, it was really cool. And then Saturday it was just same thing,
Yeah.
right? Just hospitality all day. Get that booth static display reset, and hospitality all day. And one of the kicker / Elite Audio customers, Roland, has a 40, I think it's a 42-foot Mystic center console with 400Rs on the back. And they took, it was tied up there overnight with the boom tune. And then they took that out for a few hour run, and the Viking and Mia went out on that. And I stayed back, and kind of some of the Oklahoma guys went out on that. I stayed back and kind of manned the ship, if you will.
Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, dude. And so it was just, get her done. And man, it was crazy. I want to say two of the biggest highlights for me of the whole event was Thursday night during the street party at a designated time. Elite Audio played the national anthem from their pontoon boat, which features all kicker. So I went over to record it, and bro, it was nuts. The national anthem started, and there's literally thousands of people on the street, and people are moving and stuff. National anthem started, and as far as I could see, either way, up McCullough, down McCullough, gobs of people. Everybody stopped, faced the flag on the back of the boat, and took their hats off and paid respect. And man, it was just
Give you the chills.
yeah, it was a super cool experience just to see, like literally 3 or 4 blocks each way, elbow to elbow people just stop
Yeah.
and pay respect to our great country and our great national anthem. It was really touching.
Yeah,
I
that's what
was
it's
really
about, man.
honored. Yeah. So then they do the Parade of Power Friday morning, and the coordinator, the water safety coordinator, had asked me about doing the national anthem when the police boats come through, which starts the Parade of Power. When they come under the bridge, so we had the boom tune, did the Chris Stapleton version of a national anthem, and the channel was packed.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
people on the bridge, literally tens of thousands of people, right? And here comes the boats, and they fired it up and did the anthem, and as they're going by, and you know, shout out to some of the San Bernardino and Mojave County sheriffs, because the guys that weren't busy operating the boats, the sheriffs, as they went by, were standing, saluting the flag up on top of the boom tune, hats off, and standing at attention as they went by. And man, that was serious respect for those guys. And people just stopped again
Yeah.
everywhere. I mean, literally, when it wrapped, while it was going, I had tears in my eyes, and when it wrapped, I had goosebumps. You know, it's just like
Yeah, I'm
probably
feeling it as you're telling me in the chair here. I'm like, dang,
it was
that'd have been cool to see.
crazy. It's such a blessing, you know, and man, it was just it's inspiring to, when you hear or see all this garbage all around the country, and to see good patriots respecting the flag, respecting the national anthem. Man, it's just a big deal. You
Yeah.
know, it is to me. I think it's just touches your heart, right? So,
Yeah. And it just, we'll always vouch for it, but, and there's many reasons why, of course, and you can rabbit hole that, but I think about the motorsports industry, the big, wide range of motorsport, everybody's
yep.
on Team America,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, I'm so blessed to make my living in that field. A lot of it, a lot of work I do is in that, the entire broad, trying to get it on. How do I get, anyway, broad spectrum of motorsports, motorsports, power sports, marine. I mean, yeah, really,
Yeah.
just blessed, dude. But yeah, and then Saturday it was just hospitality, and we had Captain Frank, that owns the Boom Tune. Him and his wife, I call her Admiral Annette. You know, they had Kicker Family Barbecue, which was really cool at their
Cool.
house. So we had a good time there, and you know, Sunday it was early start, get up, pack the put the awning down and all that stuff, you know, get everything. Oh, and we had the Kicker Harley in the booth too. I forgot about that.
Perfect.
Yeah, thing's amazing. If you ride a Harley, go to kicker.com, because and keep an eye out, because I hear that there may be even more cool Harley stuff coming out. But it is the best sounding Harley kits out there. And there's a lot of brands that make kits.
Yeah, I'm glad you're
And I've
getting into
heard 'em
this.
all.
Yeah. That's my favorite part of like sand shows, to go to other competitors. And, bro, like, yeah, you are not wrong. That was my first thought when you're talking about Harley products and Kicker. You're like, God dang, there's so much bad stuff out there.
There is. There is. And sadly, they're well-known brands, you know, but, you know, Kicker's not one to rest on its laurels and live off its name.
Nah.
we're pushing the limit. They're pushing the limits all the time. And coming out with new products all the time. So, kudos to them. And I didn't mean that to turn into an advertisement, but, anyway, yeah. No, dude, we had everything packed and ready to go. And the flow was even better. Like when we were done, I mean, don't get me wrong. I worked my ass off,
Yeah.
right? I was pouring sweat and dirty but it didn't feel like it. Like
Good.
working with J-Dub, it was so fluid.
Time was just flying, and
yeah, dude, we probably had it packed up completely in an hour.
that's insane. Wow.
We did have some extra help, which definitely makes a big difference. But
So was that Saturday night you guys had to tear down?
No, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yep. And then Sunday was just like, go to the boom tune and put your feet up.
Yeah.
And chill.
Were you like, hey, drive me home?
Yeah, it was awesome. Just
cool.
Sitting there and everybody, the whole team just hanging out, feet up, kicking back, relaxing. Few people stopped by. It was just nice. It was a nice, chill afternoon. Don't get me wrong. We slung it hard in the morning. I mean, there was from before we started till after we were done packing up, there was no smoke breaks. Let's put it that way.
All right. Wow. So you were busy.
No. Oh yeah, no, I didn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. And that was it. Like put a fork in it. Right. We had a great dinner. I want to give, extra good big shout out to, Mario's Italian Restaurante, Havasu. This was my fourth time being there. The first two times were great. The third time sucked. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Well, we decided to go there kind of as a wrap dinner. And of course, it's a Friday and Saturday. Yeah, Saturday of storm. And we walked in and they're like, oh, do you have a reservation? We're like, nah, we don't. It's probably 45-minute wait. We're like, oh, man. And the hostess was super nice. She's like, unless you guys want to sit out front on the patio, it's normally just like reserved for the bar. But if you want to sit out there, I'll take care of you unless she goes, the problem is we ask the waitresses and waiters if they want to serve that, they want to take that on. If they don't, I'll take care of you, but I also, have work to do. And we're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
At least you're in the building. Well, you're moving forward.
Yeah. And food was amazing. Service was incredible. There's a little girl that, young lady. I think she might have been pregnant, but she told the hostess she'd take it on. Well, then we ended up with her and the hostess servicing us the whole night.
Oh, cool.
Right?
Nice.
Food was amazing. Service was top notch.
Nice. How was it out on the patio at that point?
Nice and warm.
Yeah.
It was dark. It was nice and chill,
Cool.
There's just what was left of us. 1, 2, 5 of us left, with the Viking. So it was a great night. And then Sunday was pack up, finish final pack up and everything, chill. And then Monday morning, the boys jumped in the XRV and headed back to Oklahoma, and they want to get an early start. So it was a super early start for me because I was their transport to the park. But then just got loaded up and stuff and got trailer home and parked and bunch of emails, all that crap. But man, what an event. Holy cow.
Good deal, man. Man, what a whirlwind between Sonoy, then Toon Fest, and then Cat Fest, and now Storm, and now you can breathe for a minute and on to the next, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow,
Jeez.
actually, which will be after this comes out. But Silver Dollar Speedway, Chico, California.
Yeehaw.
American Flat Track. So yeah, man, it was just like such a great event, and thanks to everybody, the general public, man, people just showed up. It was rad. So super cool. And of course, off to American Flat Track, and then Monster Trucks in Louisiana, and then American Flat Track, which is going to be a great one at Bud's Creek during their Throttle
That's
Fest.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just watching some late models from there, and it's a good looking track, man. I think, I don't know, I've never ridden 5 feet on a flat track bike, but I hope the riders like that place. It looks good.
It's a first time event for Bud's Creek. And you know, a little throwback, we broke the news that American Flat Track was going to Bud's Creek Labor Day weekend last year, live from Springfield, Illinois. Yeah.
So, you know, it pays to listen, because sometimes you get stuff.
Yep, for sure. It's little nuggets of happiness.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, nothing different from your normal life, but you got some miles ahead of you and you put some miles behind you, but boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
The show rolls on, huh?
I've got, you know, and I'm working on couple of things coming up outside of what I normally do, so that they're you know, should be interesting if they come together. So
good.
Yeah, man. And then you and I are also potentially working on some interesting stuff for next year.
Very cool. Not just, for the listeners, very, very cool for whatever comes our way. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. We're super, super stoked. When that message showed up,
boy. And you know who you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
blown away.
So yeah, that's crazy. So I think we need to wrap up probably, huh?
Let's land this plane, dude.
All right. What do you got?
Dude, you know, you're the guy that's always on the road. I'm the guy that's never on the road. So I'm basically here till July. So that's what I got coming up.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Hey.
You'll still do fun stuff.
We'll find it. Yeah, but as far as the calendar goes, we're open in a good way.
That's awesome. Awesome. And y'all already heard what I got coming up. So with that, man, we want to be sure and thank our great sponsors and partners: Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, Bomber Badass Eyewear, Mad Dog approved, tough as they get. They float. Over 40 frame styles. I don't even know how many different lens combinations. Find them. BomberEyewear.com. On Instagram at Bomber Eyewear. Facebook, Bomber Eyewear. Of course, Kicker Performance Audio, Kicker Marine Audio, Kicker Insane Audio for all your high performance audio needs. Find them online, kicker.com, on Instagram at Kicker Audio, Facebook, Kicker, YouTube, Kicker Audio, and live every other Tuesday night, their TV show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I believe X, called Kicker Unmasked Live. They just had a great episode all about the new super, super high level marine stuff. It's insane. Premium marine to the max. Find them, kicker.com. Anyway, Assault Industries, you can find them at Assault UTV on Instagram. That's at Assault UTV. On the webs, assaultind.com for all your ultra fantastic off-road parts and accessory needs. Anything from tools to apparel to stuff for your off-road car or your buggy. That's assaultind.com. Also, congratulations, Assault athlete Justin Von Metal, winning his class in the side-by-sides in the Silver State 300. We're hoping to have him on sometime here soon.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, actually. So congratulations to the Assault group. And, man, let me see. Shutter and World Media for all your photography, videography, and audio needs. Check them out on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl. Hey Geeks Marketing. Find them online, heygeeks.com. On Instagram at Hey Geeks Marketing for all your website and social media needs. You could cry about it, or you can go, Hey Geeks. Give her a shout. Of course, the Premix podcast. This podcast would not exist without the Premix podcast. You can find replays of that on where, Cole?
Everywhere we can find podcasts, I still think.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been a minute.
Cole was the inspiration and the brains behind getting this all together and making it work. And I'll be forever grateful for that. Plus, you guys have no idea how much he does behind the scenes to fix audio and stuff. Hopefully clear up my snuffly allergy nose and all that. So thank you, Cole. Appreciate you.
Thank you for traveling the world so we have a show to talk
Absolutely.
about.
I would like to give a special shout out to my friends over at Rye Helmets. Man, that Corsair X is bad ass. So, yeah, man, I think we're landing this. Do the speech.
Make sure to rate, review, subscribe on your favorite streaming platform.
Yes,
Make sure to harass Lauren and his social media. Give him good vibes, but, positive harassment.
Oh, yeah. Be sure to tune in to our social media at AFTR_podcast. That's on Instagram. And, of course, on YouTube, MAddOG'S AFTR Show Podcast. Bunch of entertaining shorts. And if you want to see cool stuff at what I'm doing, not just podcast stuff, hit up the after show. On Instagram, lots of good stuff there. So with that, I'd say stick a fork in it and move on. Let's roll. I want to say God bless our veterans. God bless our first responders. God bless our service personnel all around the world. God bless our American U.S. agents. God bless you, our fans. God bless America. Mad Dog out.